A group of hikers pulls off a miraculous escape, leaping clear just seconds before a massive boulder pulverizes their path. Thinking boaters jumped overboard seconds before high-speed collision. A local farmer experiences a heart-pounding moment as a sudden earthquake violently ruptures the soil right beneath his feet. Boat rollover shocked onlookers as the vessel flipped in open water. An underwater explorer triggers a spectacular aquatic event, jumping into the water as thousands of fish erupt around him. A motorist dashcam captures a terrifying mountain anomaly as an entire grove of trees slides down the slope. Massive ship slammed into the dock with incredible force. Spectators get a thrilling, up-close look at a high-speed rally car drifting gracefully through a technical dirt course. Yacht suffered heavy damage after crashing alongside the larger vessel. An underwater camera captures a breathtaking perspective of a massive marine creature gliding effortlessly. A chaotic residential mishap unfolds as a runaway vehicle violently collides with two parked cars in a driveway. Moving ships splitting in half looked almost impossible to believe. The wilderness comes alive in spectacular fashion as a massive herd of wild animals stamps past a hidden camera. Sailboat collision unfolded directly in front of stunned spectators. A sudden, high-velocity wind gust lifts a heavy outdoor fixture, sending it hurtling directly onto a parked pickup truck.
Ahí va, mira. Abogado, quítate, ya se fue. No me voy a quitar de aquí.
A lone filmmaker captures the terrifying speed of nature as roaring floodwaters rapidly consume the landscape. Rising water pushed the vessel straight into the bridge above. A sudden, high-velocity windstorm turns destructive, tearing through an outdoor area and scattering heavy equipment. A scooter rider pulls off a miraculous escape, dodging a massive mountain mudslide by just a fraction of a second. Dockside chaos erupted after runaway boats smashed into multiple vessels. Onlookers film in absolute awe as a massive torrent of water surges forward, physically severing a peninsula from the mainland. Security footage catches the exact moment an intense electrical short circuit erupts into a violent shower of sparks. Powerful waves drove the boat directly onto the rocks. Terrified citizens drop flat to the pavement as a violent earthquake shakes the city streets. Out-of-control boat tore through the dock and nearby waterfront structures.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This lady! Oh my god! Stop!
An extreme snowboarder's run turns into a harrowing wipeout after catching a hidden obstacle and falling from a massive ledge.
System in the tune.
A routine commute shatters instantly when a reckless driver cuts off a motorcyclist, sending him airborne. Ship collision with the bridge ended in complete destruction.
Playing over, bro.
A torrential downpour turns cinematic at night as a brilliant bolt of lightning strikes the apex of a distant skyscraper. A defensive driver executes a split-second maneuver, sacrificing his own vehicle to save an oncoming car from a collision. A high-pressure, localized wind gale blinds highway motorists, forcing an immediate, panicked standstill. Vessel scraped beneath the bridge with barely any room to spare.
Slowly, Opla.
Panicked residents flee for high ground as a sudden flash flood completely inundates a low-lying valley. A spectacular street accident unfolds as a wiping out motorcyclist slides perfectly into the open bed of a turning truck. Nighttime crash sent the runaway boat smashing into the waterfront. Massive ship collision left passengers facing terrifying moments at sea.
Aha vuracak. Aha vurdu.
Giant vessels struck the boat from behind in shocking fashion. An unbelievable geographic anomaly unfolds as a high-pressure geyser of thick crude oil violently erupts from the earth.
Diam kowe. Dia kowe ini bukan ini air yang mengalir.
A highly skilled street performer leaves a gathering crowd completely spellbound with an unbelievable display of dexterity. A street performer leaves onlookers completely mystified by throwing a handful of sticks that land perfectly upright in the soil. A overeager drag racer jumps the green light, only to instantly lose traction and get stuck on the starting line. A breathtaking aerial shot captures a series of massive, glowing lava lakes bubbling at the base of an active volcano. A nature filmmaker captures a spectacular wildlife event as thousands of migratory birds simultaneously blanket the sky and shore. A motorist in Saudi Arabia is left completely speechless as an apocalyptic swarm of millions of flies darkens the highway. Boat slammed into luxury yacht during dramatic waterfront collision. Two massive ships colliding created chaos across the waterway. Ship toppled from its lift in front of stunned workers. An innovative heavy-duty grading machine leaves spectators amazed as it effortlessly purifies debris from the soil. A festive gathering turns magical as hundreds of giant shimmering bubbles are launched simultaneously into the sky. Onlookers watch in absolute shock as a luxury yacht loses steerage and violently crashes directly into the harbor pier. A tight mountain hairpin turns into a crunching disaster when two vehicles collide blindly on a narrow ledge. Enormous cruise ship gliding across the water looked like a floating city. Low-flying fighter jet thundered overhead and stunned the crowd below.
Holy!
Ice drift went horribly wrong. High-speed crash sent the vehicle flying off the roadside. Landslide demolished the mountainside building in devastating fashion. A spectacular high-altitude view captures a cutting-edge fighter jet tearing through the clouds at supersonic speed. A highway drive turns into a living nightmare as a stray wheel flies through the air. A massive section of a mountain face shears off, sending a colossal boulder crashing down onto a highway. Onlookers watch from a distance as a massive landslide completely sweeps a mountain structure off its foundation. A specialized industrial cutter slices through a high-pressure stream, making the rushing water appear completely frozen like solid steel. A sudden industrial pipe rupture unleashes a chaotic, high-pressure eruption of material right in front of a worker.
Got a 60 centimeter pipe area. We've got a 65 centimeter.
Dust-covered trail ride ended abruptly after collision with unexpected animal. Runaway escalator turned into mechanical chaos inside the building. Truck crash on the highway left nearby drivers stunned by the impact.
Oh, wow! Wow! Big time flash flood here! Big time!
A group of women captures a heart-pounding moment as sudden flash floodwaters rapidly consume their vantage point. A technical mountain bike descent goes sideways, sending a rider tumbling down a steep ledge right before his partner's eyes. A reckless semi-truck loses braking power, violently rear-ending another transport vehicle on a busy highway. A routine drive turns into a moment of pure shock as the asphalt suddenly collapses. Terrified motorcyclists hit the throttle to escape a sudden, violent earthquake tearing through the mountain pass.
Jesus, oh my God, Lord Jesus. Lang, naginip lang, Lord Jesus Christ, please. Lord Jesus Christ, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus.
Security cameras capture a high-intensity earthquake violently shaking a room. A boater shares an unforgettable, close-up encounter as a massive pod of whales simultaneously breaches beside the vessel. Onlookers flee in absolute panic as a thunderous landslide tears down a steep mountain slope. A daylight storm chaser captures the raw, majestic power of a massive column of wind tearing up an empty field.
What a fit! What a fit! What a fit! What a fit!
A cinematic sunset clip captures a glowing river of active volcanic lava. A highly satisfying industrial video shows a specialized extrusion pipe perfectly processing a continuous stream of smooth material. Onlookers stand in complete shock as a massive boulder crashes down, narrowly missing a local gas station canopy. A dramatic nighttime clip captures the eerie, unstoppable advance of a massive flash flood consuming an urban area. A high-pressure subterranean rupture sends a colossal geyser of liquid exploding out of the pavement, sending pedestrians running.
La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. Cepetan dong ya Allah. Mbak, cepetan, Mbak.
A homeowner opens a commercial door only to find an absolute indoor zoo of stray animals taking over the facility.
Yo. Yo.
A split-second reaction saves a motorist's life as he guns the engine to dodge a collapsing construction crane. Onlookers watch in absolute horror as an overloaded transport truck completely collapses a fragile bridge structure. A bank heist takes an unexpected turn as thick security smoke blankets the interior, completely blinding the fleeing suspects. A reckless motorcyclist pays a heavy price, slamming directly into the back of a transport truck.
Охуеть.
A sudden, freezing weather front moves in, completely blinding a local community in a thick wall of snow and mist. A backcountry filmmaker captures a thunderous avalanche cutting loose and racing down a towering peak.
13 مرداد 1404 بس بالنگستان فدا.
Onlookers watch in absolute awe as a massive wall of water surges forward, completely overtaking an open plain.
Das sieht einfach gerade so krank aus. Es sieht so mega krank aus. Also, wenn ihr das live sehen wollt, auf jeden Fall gleich von...
An imposing, pitch-black supercell cloud rolls over the horizon, transforming day into night in a matter of seconds. A group of Arctic boaters shares a heart-pounding moment as a colossal shelf of glacial ice calves right beside them.
Oh mon Dieu. Mettez-vous de ma mère.
A mountain highway turns into a survival zone as an active landslide sends a wall of earth rushing toward motorists. A thunderous mountain fracture sends a colossal rock face shearing off, lifting an immense cloud of dust. A lone filmmaker captures the terrifying beauty of a raging mountain river bursting its banks. Onlookers film in pure terror as a sudden rockfall sends a dangerous cascade of boulders tumbling toward the roadway. A gridlocked intersection turns into a disaster zone as a passenger train plows directly through a stranded semi-truck. Security cameras capture a bizarre accident as a runaway pickup truck barrels straight through a commercial storefront. Security cameras capture a highly eccentric homeowner casually navigating a bizarrely customized futuristic room layout.
Oh, wow. What the f***? Wow. Bruh.
Talk about a frustrating dining fail. A man drops his food, picks it back up, only to immediately drop it all over again. A quick-thinking motorcyclist lays his bike down to avoid a collision with a semi-truck, crashing safely onto a shop sidewalk. An icy roadway proves too treacherous for a heavy transport truck, causing the driver to lose control on a winter slope. A peaceful day on the water takes a terrifying turn when an aggressive marine creature launches a direct strike at a small boat. A nature videographer stumbles upon a majestic sanctuary, filming a massive herd of heavy antlered deer moving through the deep woods.
Это ягода боженика называется. Вот так ее собирают.
The sky vanishes completely beneath an apocalyptic cloud of hundreds of thousands of swarming insects.
50 тысяч.
Приятно хрустит на зубах.
Охренеть, там кладбище.
A massive freight truck loses traction, sliding sideways and crashing hard into a roadside drainage ditch.
Ебаный в рот. Фура меня зацепила нахуй.
A community pulls off an incredible show of human strength, teaming up to manually flip a overturned construction vehicle.
This no.
Onlookers watch in disbelief as shameless opportunists swarm a fresh construction zone to steal wet cement off the road. A living room argument turns into a shattering disaster when a boy violently smashes a glass table right on camera. An unavoidable winter disaster unfolds on icy roads as two massive semi-trucks slide and collide head-on. A runaway semi-truck loses its brakes on a steep mountain incline, rolling backward before violently crashing into a residential home. A wildlife handler showcases a truly bizarre marine specimen that instantly shifts its body to become completely transparent. An unbelievable aquatic phenomenon unfolds as a massive school of fish begins jumping frantically out of the water. Two pedestrians suffer a heart-pounding jump scare as a massive shelf of heavy snow slides off a roof right beside them. A boater gets a hilarious and sudden shock when a slick wave throws a slippery marine creature directly into his face. This filmmaker got a heart-pounding jump scare when a wild bird landed directly on his camera lens to inspect its reflection. A routine hallway walk turns into a terrifying near miss when a massive section of the ceiling drywall collapses without warning.
Leasing office said they're unavailable.
A coastal explorer captures a strangely satisfying view of thousands of tiny beach insects moving across the sand in perfect unison. A storm chaser captures a terrifying multi-vortex tornado system tearing across the open landscape. A spectacular outdoor clip catches the exact moment a massive wild buffalo emerges. A textbook security system saves the day as built-in smoke countermeasures send a pack of commercial robbers running empty-handed.